Hi, my name's Nick Allen. I'm president of the HEMA Club at VCU. This is David, one of our Routmeisters. And today we're talking about the Zwerchau as a counter to the Oberhau. Now the Zwerchau is one of Lichtenauer's master strikes, or secret strikes, and he says that it protects you from all strikes that come from above. This is what it looks like. If my friend gives me an Oberhau, I'm going to fall in with this false-edged cut and thrust him in the face. Notice how I'm now protected with this great structure. And as they say, higher is safer. The higher I go, the safer I am and the better my structure is. Let's do it from the other side. So if my friend gives me an Oberhau, I'm going to counter with this sweet Zwerch. And the higher my hands go, the better my structure is. My point is now in his face. So this can be used in several different ways. You can use it to take the vor. If I am fighting my friend and I see that he assumes the guard bomb tog, I think I'm going to put my point in his face. So I wrap up and get this nice tight structure, and I'm anticipating an Oberhau, and I thrust him in the face. An important note on the structure of the Zwerchau is when you do it, make sure that you get your arms nice and tight. Notice how they kind of like almost wrap around above your head. My crossguard is almost directly above my head. And this allows me the structure to be able to parry. Because if my Zwerchau is too far out here, then I can't really get the kind of leverage that I need. My arms will collapse here. However, if they're right above my head here, then I have all the structure that I need. All my bones are stacked on top of each other. And this is a really strong position to be in. So if you either act late or your opponent knows that you're probably going to do a Zwerchau and does an Oberhau first, you can use this to respond from the knock. Now it's important that you step offline because most people will step offline when they do an Oberhau. So when you go, you have to step offline here. You can either stop the sword like this and then thrust in, or you can actually hit him with the false edge of the blade in the head as you go, like that. Right on the side, and that'll be a crippling wound. These are actual swords. Another way that you can use this is as an Unterzwerch, because we're told never to lead with an Unterhau, because if I try, it's very easy for him to just smash on top of me, hit my head, or hit my hands. That's not a very effective strike. However, if I lead with an Unterzwerch, then my hands are protected, the rest of my body is protected, and I'm set up for a Mutieren-like thrust into the gut. If I notice that he's likely to do an Unterzwerch, then the response is an Unterzwerch as well. If I can get there first, then I can thrust into his gut. And so if I see this, then I'm going to step offline, try to contact right here, and then thrust in. Again, as with any of our parries or responses to Oberhaus, you can either do this with a step or without a step. If my friend is closing the distance and I decide I don't need to move, I can do this without moving my feet. However, if he's a little bit further back and I decide that I need to close that distance, I can step in and thrust. It works either way. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next week.